Another Mastermind hit.
You are now watching Cannabis Live TV. Product reviews by Mastamynd. Interviews with licensed professionals. Patient interviews. Exclusive dispensary owner interviews. And don't forget, music by Mastamynd. Like and subscribe. Yo, what's up everybody? Happy 420. We are back again. We working double time today. So let me get my comments going on here while I'm warming up the system here. What's everybody medicating on today? We got a big show today ahead of us. We got a lot going on. So like I said, I'm getting all your comments pulled up here. Making sure Facebook people, hold on a second. Facebook, I always got to do something extra with your comments, so hold on. All right, so you guys should all be there. You know, let's just start out with some real basic things. Today, you know, we had a hearing about the program, and we'll get into that here in a little bit once everybody starts to get in here. And like I said, I'm just confirming now. It looks like we are now double live. Let me just confirm we're live on Facebook. We're live on Reddit. We are live everywhere. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, I'm just looking at all information. And so, give me a second here. We're waiting on some people to come on in. But while we're waiting on people to come in, feel free to let me know you're here by telling me what you're medicating on. According to my screen here, there's 8 people on here on Facebook, but your comments aren't coming through yet. So I'm just checking on that right now to see what might be going on with there. It says we have 10 people here watching. So do me a favor, share this video so everybody else can see it. I'll work on figuring out why our comments aren't coming through. Okay. Somebody say something. Let me know it's working. Pax Era, Coco Crush. I see you on there, but it didn't come up on my system. So let me double check this thing here. All right, there we go. All right. Hey, Shelly. Lunch Lady from Ancient Roots, and it's working. Had it a wild interest. Okay. Sergeant Slaughter, hello, GBT and OG Kush. All right, awesome. I just had something new. I had some wedding cake rosin by Standard Wellness. Now I will tell you guys a lot more in my review, so you'll have to make sure that you like and subscribe, so you can see the review for that and many other products on the channel. But I'm not here to talk about reviews today. Y'all know that, right? You know, we definitely got to kind of get through what happened earlier today. So first off, let me start out with your forecast for this weekend. Currently, highs right now are, let me see, Alexa, what's the current temperature? Alexa, what's the current temperature?
Right now, it's 57 degrees Fahrenheit.
All right, so highs are currently in the 50s. Lows will be kind of chilly tonight. There was a cold front that came through, so that knocked our temperature down a little bit. It was a lot warmer earlier in the week. Expect a chance for a rain-snow mix over the weekend. Yes, I said that, rain-snow mix over the weekend. Probably on Sunday if it happens. I don't know that it will, but that's what they were saying. But it's going to be a little chilly Sunday night. You know, if for some reason Uncle Biden decides to drop that stimulus check for us, then, you know, make sure that you plan accordingly. Yuzu purple. Okay, yeah, I love yuzu purple. I mean, that's like an extinct dinosaur, because there's no more yuzu purple that got discontinued because the plant died, I heard. So that's rest in peace, yuzu purple. I'm sure that it being so popular, people will definitely bring it back. Also, right now, just looking at prices around the state, average cost of a 2-point unit somewhere between $35 and $40 on the cheap side. Obviously, I've seen it higher in other places, and for other products, it's still kind of high. And, you know, I just want to remind everybody that tomorrow we will be doing another patient meeting on Saturday at 7:30 p.m. You do have to RSVP on my website, ohiocannabislive.com. And I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like here in just a second, just so you can see visually how to get there and understand where the RSVP section is on my website. And I think it's important to show you guys that. And I also want to let you guys know the reason you want to come to the meeting tomorrow is because we will have Robert Kowalski, the patient advocate, who was there at the meeting virtually with us today, who, you know, was frustrated by what we saw or what we heard. I don't know, we didn't see anything. And, you know, he's going to have a meeting with the lawmakers or whatnot, people to run this program next week. So if you want to get your feedback heard and get it addressed with the people at the pharmacy, you need to be coming to the meeting on Saturday. Now, I did get everybody to come today. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. As you can see, they were overwhelmed by the numbers. I could just see all the icons across the bottom of the screen, so I know that we had a lot of people there. So that was impressive. Hey, Newt, good to see you here. What you medicating on today? And something else, we're also going to be having more Zoom meetings. And hopefully, eventually, we'll have in-person meetings someday. So what I want you to keep in mind is that if you can't make the meeting tomorrow, we will also be having a meeting on Thursdays as well. And those meetings will be at 8 p.m. And that will be hosted by me and another patient who has volunteered to help me with these meetings. And the purpose is simply to make sure that everybody is on the same page. I hope that we are on the same page now. Let me just come on the screen and just say it to you guys like I should have said it to you before. And I'm going to say it again. We have to be on one message here. And that message isn't every issue that you have a concern about, because there are a lot of issues that people have concerns about. And we need to get to all those issues. And those issues are very important. But what we need to do first is we need to get an audience with those folks. We can't just keep sending emails. We can't keep just sending Robert. It needs to be all of us. And when I say all of us, I'm speaking to patients, LLC owners, processors, cultivators, dispensary owners. Hell, I'm even speaking to the MSOs right now. If you just watched what happened this morning, and you've been watching what's been going on in Ohio for the last since the program began, the disorganization, the lack of compliance, the lack of communication between patients and the pharmacy themselves, the disconnect from running a normal operation. I mean, if this was opiates, this would never be allowed to happen. You hear what I'm saying to you? The kind of things that happen in our program would not be allowed to happen. Let somebody tell you, hey, come pick up your oxycodone. It's ready for pickup at Kroger's. You arrive at Kroger's and they tell you, I'm sorry, we sold out of your oxycodone before you got here. We'll let you know when we get some more back in. Oh, wait a minute, you want to try something else? So the Board of Pharmacy, Governor DeWine, and everybody else watching, you can't have it both ways. Either you're going to operate this program as a medical cannabis program and run it as a medical operation, or just give up and make it recreational, for God's sakes. I mean, because at the end of the day, what kind of program is this where for 2 years, almost 3 now, because my card is dated 2018. This program has just been running and it's been growing and more people are wanting to become a part of the medical cannabis community and the cannabis community as a whole. But yet, after 2 years, I have seen no education being put out by government officials in Ohio speaking of anything positive of cannabis whatsoever. Advertising is very limited to social media. And let's be real for ourselves. Not everyone is on social media. Not everyone is on all these different platforms. And not everybody, because of the pandemic, has time to be on all these platforms. Not everyone has time to sign up for an email. We just don't have time for it. And, you know, if we can't get people together and we can't say, hey, that's it, this is enough. We have watched for 2 years, nothing get fixed. Registry, not fixed. Amount of days you got, not fixed. Protection from your employer and firing you from your job, not happening. Protection from your landlord from evicting you because you're using medical cannabis, no protection. Home grow, not happening. Delivery, keep dreaming. Dispensaries answering the phone? We're sorry, all circuits are busy right now. We're sorry, please try your call again later. By the way, if you'd like to leave a voicemail, please do not leave any voicemails about order-related inquiries on our voicemail box, because we will not respond to those messages, because we do not take orders by voicemail. You know, not everybody has the same experience in the program. Some people, everything is going great. And that's awesome. But I can assure you, for many others, things are not going great. And it's not just patients either. Don't think it's just patients out there. There are LLCs who are debating whether they're going to stay in business. How about that? You have to realize that with all these different products and everything, and then not being able to really accurately advertise them for what they are and having to sugarcoat everything, it makes it very difficult. I mean, if I go to Michigan, there's billboards up everywhere about cannabis. Welcome home is what they say up there. And so, you know, in order for the Board of Pharmacy, Ohio, and everybody else to see some success in this program, we most certainly are at the point that we must ask for a virtual town hall meeting. And if we cannot get a virtual town hall meeting, then we need to get an investigation as to what is the reason why not. What are the reasons? We deserve some answers. And a wham bam thank you ma'am hearing that they had today that I don't think had any visual presentation to it whatsoever. I don't understand how the email notification was more detailed than the event itself. So, you know, I think that it's really important for people to really start paying attention to the program, to these meetings. And you know what? We cannot just let the program be about posting pictures and reviews of products. I'm doing reviews. Many other people are doing reviews. But at the end of the day, we need to get the program straightened out. And the first thing to straighten out this program is going to be us getting a meeting with the folks to talk about some of the core issues: patient rights and protections, patient access, product quality, dispensary operations, conflict resolution, refunds and returns, you know, packaging concerns. What about people who are deaf? Have you seen anything in a dispensary in Ohio that seems to be friendly to people who are deaf? Anything? No. What about people who are blind? What accommodations are made for them? Is there a Spanish-speaking representative at every dispensary? Is that a requirement? I doubt it. Why do dispensaries not have refrigerators to store their concentrates in to preserve the THC and the terpenes? Because it's not in the rules. it's not in the rules, they don't have to do it. And we cannot continue to let this go on anymore. So what I'm asking everybody to do, because they try to wham bam rush this through at the end of the meeting, is submit your comments to rulecomments@pharmacy.ohio.gov. ... Do it today. Do it right now. Don't ask me what the email address is. It's right here on the screen in big, pretty colors. Submit your comments. And I sent an email over to this email address today just to make sure that, let me check it. I didn't get a return to sender message. So I sent a test email over, and not the right screen. And it didn't get returned. So I've already sent an email. I also want to share with you guys another message that I sent immediately this afternoon, because I just couldn't. I had to say something, guys. And so I'm going to share that email with you. Here we go. Hello. Could you first could you provide a copy of the meeting via video format like you normally do, which is something they customarily do for me. Hopefully they'll do that again this time, so that if I missed anything because we didn't start the way we should have, I can capture that information and share that with you guys. Second, why did you mute everyone? I tried to speak and one was unable to. And from what I'm hearing from other people is that they were also not able to speak either. So was it people pre-selected to speak, Board of Pharmacy? Did you already know? I couldn't figure out where there was any opportunity for public comment on these particular issues. If that's something that's part of the process, I don't feel like it was fair for us to be able to comment. But I'm going to dig into that a little bit deeper. You guys, I'm going to really blow y'all mind here in just 1 second. You don't click off yet. Stay with me, because I'm going to show y'all how to dig into these rules that they're talking about. I'm about to really show you. So, and last, I said, when was public testimony allowed? When was public comments for general? When was public comments for general public? When was that? I didn't see anything for that. And, I just wanted to get some additional follow-up to what was going on, because I don't feel like we really know what was going on. So if you're just now joining us and you're just now tuning in, I'm going to say it again. Submit your comments to rulecomments@pharmacy.ohio.gov, or the other email that I used before, the MMCP, I can never say it right, MMCP registry at whatever it is .gov. It just gets so hard to do these emails because they're so hard, but it's not that hard, but it is a little bit weird. Rule, make sure you don't put an S behind rules, because I was going to put an S behind it, but I had to play the guy's video. I had to replay it back 3 times, and y'all check it too. Maybe it's rule. I don't know. It was just, he said it so fast, I had to almost slow motion. Rules, comments at pharmacy. I had to say it like that because I was it was going so fast. If I replayed it for you, understand, it was quick. So I'm not making fun of the gentleman that was speaking, but I'm just saying it was hard for me, for brain injury, to process what he was saying because he rushed it so quick. That's the point I'm trying to make. Hopefully I've made that point. So what I want to do next is I want to show you guys just an example of one of these rules that they were talking about today, because they didn't do us this service. So, and I'm going to show you guys how to pull up the rules and look at what they're doing with it. So here we go. So this screen that we have here, it says filing for rule number 3796:6-201. Yeah, I know this might sound boring to you, but please don't click off the video yet, because you're going to want to understand what I'm showing you. So Obviously, you see the agency is the Medical Marijuana Control Program. The division is the Medical Marijuana Dispensaries. And Cameron McNamee, I believe, was the gentleman that was speaking at the end of the video. I do believe that was his name. I could be wrong. So if that wasn't you, Cameron McNamee, or if I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize in advance. I didn't mean no harm. But at the bottom, it says request for application to operate medical marijuana dispensaries. So here's the code 3796:6-2-01. Now, it's over in small print. I know you can't see it because I can barely see it. Is public notice, the RSFA analysis, the rule itself, appendices, hearing summary reports, CSI business impact analysis, CSI recommendations, CSI agency memorandum of response. So these are all these different things here. But notice there's no public comment there. That's why they try to say, oh, by the way, we're still taking public comments even after this practice. It was like one of the commercials, like, how's that running 100 now? He was said it so fast that no one could really even process what he was saying. I would thought it would be most helpful if that's what they was trying to do, is to put it on the screen at the end of the video, at least to show us all, what did you just say? What about people who can't hear? If my closed caption didn't capture what he said on the replay, then those people who are hearing impaired have no idea what happened. So I would encourage the Board of Pharmacy to realize that you have patients in our program who are deaf and blind and who may not speak English. So just like Governor DeWine does his videos and things like that, you should have interpreters and translators and sign language and all that kind of stuff at your hearings for those people who may be visually hearing impaired or have a language barrier. And all this stuff should also be published in an easy format so we could all understand it. But this thing here, we're on this thing, is called the Register of Ohio. So let me back it up let me back up a little bit. I'm gonna go back a page on it for you so you can see what it looks like. So this is a search engine, search proposed rules and adopted rules. And this is where this information is stored. So let me reference back to the hearing notice. Okay, so here's the hearing notice that I showed you guys for weeks and weeks before this hearing. And you have a list of ORC codes at the bottom. When I say ORC codes, I just mean legal rules. That's what I call them, ORC codes. Ohio Revised Code. That's what ORC is what I'm saying. So the one that we just looked at was 3796-6201. And then there's, and they go in 3796-201, application to operate medical marijuana dispensaries. Then another one, medical marijuana dispensary license application evaluation, number of dispensary provisional licenses. So let's take a look at that one because people probably care about that one. So that one is 3796, and then in the search bar, and I'll show you before I hit the enter button what it looks like. You have to take and put in these numbers. So the 6 is one number, and then you put in the number 2, and then the next number is whatever is following that. So let me show you what that looks like on the screen. So this, you have to key it in just like this, and you have to also uncheck mark this other include sub number. You have to take that off or it won't come up right. So just how I've got it set, you could take any of those rules that they're talking about from the hearing notice and you hit the search bar and boom, you're going to get this guy here. And each one of these little colored things over here at the bottom where it's blue and orange and red, it's really small for somebody to see this on your phone. So this is something you might want to do on your computer. And I know that I'm not looking at your comments right now because I'm trying to focus on you guys getting this information because it's really important, is that, you can click on these different icons and what'll happen is they'll download PDF files with the actual information. Now this thing at the top, it says print rule detail. Well, that actually does nothing for us. It just prints the same screen we're already looking at. But what I want you guys to be able to do is look at and see whose name is on here for the contact. There's their phone number and there's the information. So I'm not going to go through each one of these tabs with you. But I just want you to understand that this is a way that you can go in here and try to figure out and navigate what's really going on, because at the end of the day, we need to go back through as a community and read all this stuff and understand what's behind these tabs. And I'm gonna click on one and give you an example of what might be under it. Like I'm gonna click on this RSFA analysis, for example. Let me click on that and see what type of document this generates. Oh, wait a minute. It's not going to let me do it on the screen that I'm on. So hold on. I have this pulled up in another place. Yeah, analysis. All right, so then I'm going to show you what that looks like. Just so you can kind of get an understanding. And I'll make it bigger because it's obviously too small to see. So this kind of gives you a perspective of what we got going on. And also here is Mr. McNamie's email too. So I'm not saying do anything with that, but I'm just showing you can kind of get an idea who's responsible for these rules and what they're trying to do with them. And we're not going to read through all of this stuff here, but I'm just showing it to you so you can see what's going on. We don't have to wait for them to tell us in their little hearing, in their little meeting. Everything they're doing is supposed to be available for us to read publicly. So this is not any kind of top secret file or anything like that. This is all public information that's available to us as patients that we need to be reading, folks. If you can read through this stuff, if you know someone who's a lawyer, we need to get somebody to read through this and help us digest what all this means to us. Because I don't know anything about fiscal analysis, but somebody that's watching this video probably does. You know, does the rule increase local government costs? If yes, no, it doesn't. I mean, so that's interesting, right? So, this is the one about licensing or whatever, applications to operate medical marijuana dispensaries. It says, does it increase local government costs? The answer is no. Does the rule regulate environmental protection? No. If the rule imposes a regulation fee, explain how the fee not applicable. So this is kind of a good way for you to kind of analyze whatever it is they're trying to do and try to understand more about the process and how it applies to us. Although it is very complicated, I think that's where the lacking is making these things easier for patients to understand and have an interpretation of what's being said. And that can be challenging at times. I did turn on-screen comments. He read it like to side effects ounce at the end of TV Meds ad. What's up, Papa Patriot? I love the name. But yes, it's just one of these things where, people, we're going to have to deal with this for a while. This isn't something we can fix overnight. This isn't something that's going to just all of a sudden become working. This is going to be something that's going to require patients to get together and to constantly keep engaging with each other, with the community itself, and also engaging with lawmakers, not just the ones that are running this program, but your mayor, your congressional representatives, your state representatives. You got to hold them accountable too. And you got to find out, you need to talk to your local law enforcement. Do they support the medical cannabis? Are they against it? You want to know these things, because those are barriers that you may be having in your community that don't even have anything to do with the rest of the state government. If your community is against cannabis, then you're going to have an uphill battle getting a dispensary there. And, that's the same kind of thing that goes on in Michigan, why everybody loves it there. But I hope you guys don't notice, but a lot of places in Michigan don't want them dispensaries there. And they kind of like try to keep them from being established. And that's something that Michigan has always had a challenge with their program, is that the majority of all their dispensaries are centered in Detroit. And that's kind of similar here. The majority of our dispensaries are centered around Columbus, Central Ohio. So, that's something you guys got to take into consideration, is that, part of the reason that their program has improved is because they got rid of the people who were anti-cannabis in their government by voting them out. Now they have more cannabis-friendly legislators involved in their program. Now their program is making significant progress, and they're trying to make their program look as good as ours. They eliminated those, the whole glass jar thing and went to the same kind of packaging containers that we were using. I mean, they literally tried to copy us on many ways. If you've been up there and been to a licensed dispensary, you know what I mean when I say that they've made some changes to their program to make it a little bit more different and a little bit more efficient and more like ours. Like I said, is it going to ever be like ours? Probably never. Never. They'll always be ahead of us. California, Colorado, Las Vegas, and Alaska, they'll always be ahead of us until we can get the right people in office who will say, hey, I'm tired of being the guy in the back. I'm tired of these guys up north taking all our money. So, I think that's something that needs to be said. Yeah, what'd you say, Anthony? You said these meetings never have public comment. Anyone who spoke was prearranged to speak during that meeting. Yeah, I kind of got the feeling that's how it was set up. But it was just like, what was the purpose of asking for more people, or if anyone needed to say anything else, and then no one said anything else? I mean, what kind of stuff was that? And, I feel like, even our patient advocate wasn't able to speak at this hearing. How is that right? He wasn't able to speak. He was there. So you tell me where that makes sense. So, like I said, we're going to be having a meeting tomorrow at 7:30. You don't have to come at 7:30, but, we usually wrap it up by about 10:30, maybe 11 sometimes, depending on how everybody's feeling. These meetings are never broadcasted live, so you will not be able to see it live. We don't record it, so you won't be able to get a replay on it or anything like that. So these meetings are a way for you to finally figure out what's going on and kind of get a little bit of insider information from various sources. And we also at some point will hopefully be able to have some other licensed professionals in there. And so that's something we're working on, and I'm also still working to interview LLC owners. I would love for you guys to tell me which LLC owners you think need to be on the show. Let's hear that. Who do you think should be on the show? Yeah, you're absolutely right. I totally agree with you there, Shelly. You're so right on, spot on with what you said. I mean, and that's our disadvantage right now. And so this is why we have to, I'm not gonna say fight, but we need to keep pushing forward to try to get more people engaged. We need to help educate more people about cannabis, and we need to learn more about it ourselves. And I was gonna have a guest on today, and I just want to address that. She had an emergency, and so we're gonna try to reschedule that for next weekend. Okay, yeah, great. Thanks for reminding me about that, Miss Dana. And I did want to talk about that. What Miss Dana is referring to is that there were 6 cultivators that are level 2, which level 2, just for those who don't know, is our smallest licensed cultivation, is a level 2. And a good example of a level 2 that you all know and have heard of is Woodward, which actually is Woodward is the name of the product. The company is called Fire Rock. So if you haven't heard that name, it's on your jar too. But Fire Rock and Woodward are one and the same. And Fire Rock, with a few other cultivators, sued the Board of Pharmacy for them basically stonewalling their application for an expansion. It was written into the law, from my understanding, that they could actually have an expansion within their level 2 status. However, the Board of Pharmacy just decided they wasn't going to give an answer. So now a judge has intervened and ruled in the favor of the cultivators, and they now have to make a decision. So that's why I thought maybe we would hear something about it today. So just to remind everybody, so you don't forget, there's another meeting. This is on March 25th. So mark your calendars for the next meeting. Check your emails if you didn't get an email for it. This is the regular meeting that they normally have, or We Can't Talk, that I normally broadcast. So this will probably be a longer meeting. I would think. I hope it won't be as fast as that last meeting. But and I don't know what they're gonna do. Is it gonna be the same type of thing? What's up, Cy? I don't know if it's going to be the same type of situation where they use Teams again. I just don't know. And I obviously I could tell you for sure we're not going to be able to speak. But what I would like to do, and this could be an experiment, we could try this, but we could open up the Zoom during their meeting and commentate over their meeting so that we can actually talk about it in real time like we did today, but a little bit different. We'll have the Zoom on, you'll be able to see everybody talking, and we'll have our own commentators just like they do on the regular news stations. And we'll get some people in here and we'll talk about it live while they're talking. And my whole idea is that we cannot be silenced. We should be able to speak about what's being given to us. And I've never had any understanding how this could be called medical cannabis. And there's nothing medical about the way the program is being ran. Hey, Hippie Smiles, good to see you here. I'm just reminding everybody about the meeting on Saturday, which I hope to see you both there at, and also about the next Board of Pharmacy meeting on the 25th of March. So make sure that you check your emails for that, for the link. If not, no worries. We will be broadcasting it live here on OhioCannabisLive.com. All right. So, you know, there's just something else that I just want to get to. And I had recorded a video and I was going to play the video for you and all that kind of stuff. But just based on the kind of day that I'm having and just the way I'm feeling right now, I'm just going to just go ahead and go through this with you now. So, you know, I started this channel back in June of 2019. And what I like to do is just kind of take you guys through some things here. Hold on. Come on, computer. Okay. I'm going to share my screen with you guys once again so you can see my channel. Oops, that wasn't the right screen. Okay, so here's my YouTube page. Okay, and I've showed you guys this before. But I'm gonna I still probably will make another video about this, but I just want to tell people who come in here and watch my videos every weekend and support me. I want to tell you guys first, and I'll do another video on that later. But basically, you know, I started this channel, and I'll show you today. It was June 22nd, 2019. That's when I created this channel, and as of right now, I've had 83,219 views. I have 1,240 subscribers. So first of all, let me just thank everyone that is watching that has been a part of me getting to this point, because this is a big deal for me. This is the main reason why I keep going. I've tried other channels and I failed. I couldn't get it to work. And you know, this channel is designed to help people get information. I'm not here to sell products to you. I'm not here to convince you to buy one product or another. I'm not here selling t-shirts, but I know people want t-shirts, so I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I'm on Social Security disability, so I don't have no big bunch of money. I don't have no production team. I am one person who's trying to make a difference, but I'm tired of just being one person. I want to be more. I want to be able to bring more people together, and I need to be able to do that. And I need resources, and I need people to help me. I cannot do it on my own, but you're already helping me. And what I want to let you guys know is that because of all the support you guys have put on this channel, and all the comments and all the subscribers, everybody, one love, your boy Mastamynd has been accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. Now, what does that exactly mean? Well, let's look at exactly what it means. So, when you get put in the YouTube Partner Program, that means that you can actually earn money from your videos. And that's what I'm showing you right now. This is my channel. This is what the monetization screen looks like. Thank you, Hippie Smiles. And I've never been able to achieve this. And you know, my sole goal wasn't to make videos to become rich off YouTube videos or to get you to sign up for memberships or anything. But I know that this monetization thing has all these different things that you could do. 3 things that I want to go over here. There's video advertising, which you may or may not have already seen. Those are just the little stupid commercials that you can skip past. Memberships, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that. And then there's this supers thing. And that's where you can kind of make yourself like a priority in the chat, or you can buy stickers and things like that. Now, as I turn all this stuff on, I don't expect you to buy into it. I wouldn't buy into it, to be honest with you. But if you decide that you want to try some of these things, just know that will help me. I mean, I have to pay for the websites every month. I have to pay for internet service that's higher than normal in order to be able to stream on more than one platform. And I have to pay for subscription fees for different programs and whatnot. So all I'm trying to do is, if I could earn enough money to cover that, which is, you know, a couple $100 a month, give or take, that would help me out a lot. And, you know, just you watching the video helps me. So you don't have to feel like, well, no, what is he asking me for, a donation or something? Hell no. I ain't asking nobody for no donations. I'm not the guy to ask for handouts. And I'm not interested in taking money from LLC owners either. So, I mean, you know, I know people thought maybe somebody was giving me some money or something like that, or a free bag of cannabis or something like that. Those are all lies. I never got nothing unless other people was getting it free. Like if somebody was they was giving out free grinders at Strawberry Fields in a bag with some other stuff. Everybody got the same bag if you went there that day, you know. Or if you went to a grand opening and they gave people water bottles because you were one of the first customers, everybody got that, and that was approved through the Board of Pharmacy. But nobody's ever given nobody no free samples of weed. So I just want to make sure that I address that once again. No one that I know has gotten no free weed from nobody, from no cultivator, from no dispensary, or anything else I'm aware of. You know, I don't think that, you know, I want to spend a lot of energy trying to appease YouTube, because that's really what the whole their partner program is appeasing them and their advertisers. And that seems, people's like, oh, you're monetized, you're gonna be rich now, no. Let me just put a perspective for you, what it looks like. I've made $5.38. Okay, that's not no millions of dollars. That's not no millions of dollars. And you know, $5.38 over a period of less than 30 days. And so I've been watching it, trying to figure out, you know, what's gonna happen. But, you know, ignore the $5 for a second. Let me show you why this is hard for somebody like me who's doing cannabis related content. What happens? So here are some videos I already did, and as you can see, there's a $sign right there, but there's a limited next to it. And what it says is this video is running limited or no ads due to content identified as not suitable for most advertisers. So without even giving me a chance, they've already automatically decided I can make literally nothing on these videos. You see, here's one special message, man, the Christmas time. It gave me the green money sign there, so I can make money on a video that no one's gonna watch ever again. Thanks, YouTube. And let's talk about the live videos, the 420 lives. Let's show you that. And last 4 videos I did live, guess what? Oh, they're limited. They're limited. So, you know, I'm not trying to discourage anyone else from making YouTube videos in our program, but I just want you to realize once you get to where you are in the program to earn revenue from it, it is not going to be easy for you. It is going to mean you cannot worry yourself. So I don't worry myself every day looking at, oh, did I make I'm gonna show you what example. One video, let me show you something. Here's one with the green money on it, right? I got 96 views on that video. Let me show you what I made on that one video, just so you can understand what I'm trying to show y'all. I made 42 cents off that video. 42 cents. I'm balling. Let me show you another one. It was really had 227 views on it. I made $1. Woo-hoo, $1. Sounds like that insurance commercial. I've got $1. I've got $1 for you. But do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, and part of it too is because I use cannabis on camera. I mean, I'm just telling you, that's part of it. And as you can see, the video I'm on right now, we're live. See that? Live? Already restricted me from making money just because I'm talking on here. You understand what I'm saying now, y'all? As soon as I start talking, I'm already limited in monetizing. So if you think your goal is to become a YouTube person in the cannabis world and just focus on making money on it, it is not going to be a good idea. So for me, I'm going to stick back to giving y'all information and doing reviews. And like Hippie Small said, being me. And I'm not going to let no YouTube push me around. That's just not what I'm going to do. And, you know, I just wanted to share that with you guys who come here every Friday and watch my channel. And I wanted to talk to you directly about it. That way you can see me face to face. And I didn't want to just serve you with a pre-recorded video. I wanted to serve you with a live video because this is Ohio Cannabis Live. This is 420 Live, Ohio. Stand up. We got to stand up for what's right. And transparency is important to me. So I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that, hey, have I thought about selling merch? Yes, I have. But I want feedback from my viewers first. I don't want to be just, I'm not a salesman anymore. I used to be a salesperson when I was younger. I was the salesman of the year, okay? I'm not interested in being the sales guy. I'm interested in being the information guy. You know, but I do feel like, you know, I would like to see somebody have a bumper sticker on their car with Ohio Cannabis Live, fighting for the cannabis community or something like that on a bumper sticker. What do you think? You know, I really wish that, you know, it was easier. I mean, and the whole reason I created the Ohio Cannabis Live website was to address the censorship that I'm seeing, you know, on my end as being a content creator, as being an artist. I mean, when I try to do my music, I make music. You've heard the music. And they always try to restrict it or censor it or swear up and down I stole it from somebody else. And I had to actually, guys, I had to fight copyright claims against my own music that I know I made, that I got the copyright to right here in my house, right here on my person. And it really is frustrating. And that's why they created WeedTube and all these other things. But those things just don't seem informative to me. It seems more of a social, kind of like hanging out, doing stuff. It doesn't really seem like I can gain a lot of education there. But I'm still on WeedTube, so you can find me there too. Not very many videos there. I need to do more work there. But I wanted to go back to the website, circle back over to that. Thanks, Nuke. I appreciate your support. And, you know, I added some stuff. Since the last time I showed you this website, I made a few more changes. So I'm going to go over those with you because I feel it's important. You know, this is your #1 website. Don't go nowhere else. It's no need to anymore. And let me go over why. So the first tab we talked about already, the patient support groups, they're already growing. Like I said, totally separate from Facebook. You can't get flagged for posting a sales flyer on here. How about that? No cannabis censorship allowed on my website. No illegal activity either, though. Patient reviews, we already know what that is. Dispensary menus, announcement about that. Bloom Medicinals Columbus has now switched over to iHeartJane, and I have updated the menu on my website accordingly to correspond to their new menu. Thank you, New. Yeah, I mean, this is just, you know, this company I'm using. I'll tell you the name of it. You can look it up. It's called Wix, W-I-X. Shout out to Wix. I should put that in my comments. Maybe I'll get some more views. Wix is, you know, a web hosting platform, and this allows me to have the Wix app, and all the things you see me do is through this website. I do pay for this every month, just so you know what it costs me. It costs me $25 a month. I think it's $23.95 or something like that. $25 a month every month to pay for this to look like you see here. So let me move on. So another button I have here that I think is very useful, even though the registry is always broken for most people, is you can click here, and this is going to automatically take you to the registry screen. And you know, that can be useful, especially if you're trying to find it in your emails and wherever it's at somewhere else. It really is kind of hard to do. So moving on, I also have the monthly dispensary sales calendar button. When dispensaries put out monthly calendars, they will be located here, and you will see them here. And I have a couple of them there. These are live calendars, but it's a work in progress. You hit the home button, it's going to take you back to the main screen here. And we also have email the Medical Marijuana Control Board. So if you just need to send an email, and I think I will add a button with the comments. We'll add that on there. We'll put a new button on there. We'll swap this one out for the comment button. But if you click this, it's going to automatically engage an email to the Board of Pharmacy. You put in your subject, you fill in the blanks, do whatever you do. And that is going to work on your mobile device. So if you're looking at this on your phone, it looks even better. I tried to improve the way the website looks to make it easier for mobile users on iPhone and Android. So you should see an improvement in the way these tiles are arranged. Oh yeah, sweet. And the next button I want to show you guys, this is the really big one. And I worked really hard for this one button. You just don't know that this button is the key to you saving money in the program. Cheap renewals. So I got a lead on cheap renewals. So if you're getting ready to renew your card, you need to click this button here first and listen to what I got to give you, the information I'm gonna give you. You could be paying $100 for your next renewal for the year, not for 6 months, for the whole year. So you click on this button here. This will open a box that asks for your name and your contact information. I will personally get back to you. So that information goes to me directly, and it just lets me know that you're looking for the renewal information, so I can sort it from all the other things that are coming into me. And I will respond with a recommendation that will, I guarantee you, save you money. Okay. As far as Ohio Medical Cannabis News, you click this, and you should be right here. This is where all the other meetings will be housed. Also down here, any recent blog posts that I put up about anything going on with the program, that will also be down here at the bottom. So you'll be able to access that as well. So that's that. And always when you go back to the home page, and then we get back down to these buttons. Now the new row that I just added here is for the events and some other things. So if you're going to come to the meeting tomorrow, you're going to go all the way to the bottom of the home page and find the events section here and click here to RSVP. When you do that, it's going to show you, there you go. It's going to show you the next event. And all you got to do at that point is hit RSVP. And you'll see another screen. I don't know why it's so slow loading up. And down here, you'll see where it says RSVP. Then you'll be greeted with a screen here. Put in your information. You must do this to come to this meeting. It tells you right there, the meeting is on March 13th at 7:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Of course, doctor doesn't know not to call me while I'm in a meeting or live. But yeah, it shows here when the meeting is. And once you put in the information, you must put in the email you use. Because if you put in the email that you don't use, you may miss the link. Because I don't send the link out to everybody individually anymore. I send it through this RSVP because it's more efficient, and it makes sure that you get the link, and it will also send you a 1 hour reminder before the meeting with the link again. That way you say, oh my God, I can't find that email. I got 50,000 emails. Well, the reminder email will also have the link in it as well. So you can't miss it. Just look for it. And if you're subscribed to my website, you will also receive a monthly newsletter coming soon, which will have a schedule, hopefully, of when all the meetings are, because we'll be having a couple different ones a week, and they may be different topics, or they may all be the same. But we just having multiple meetings to make sure we get as many people together as humanly possible. And we're only using Zoom at this time because you don't have to create an account. It's easy to download it to your phone. You can do it from your computer. You can even just dial in on a regular telephone. You don't even need the app. That's why we're using Zoom. And that cost me about $16 a month to be able to do that, just enough to hold meetings for patients. So like I said, something else I'm trying to do to make sure we can keep meeting without any interruptions. So I've tried all the other platforms, and they suck. Facebook rooms will be cool if we want to do a movie night. If you're interested in doing a movie night, I would like to do that, but we can only use Facebook Zooms for that. But I'm thinking about doing something privately on my website. If anybody be interested in a private screening movie with Mastamynd on the website, OhioCannabisLive.com, we might be able to pull that off, and then I don't have to worry about Mr. Google, Mr. YouTube, or anybody else, because it's my website and my rules. So we might try that. Let me go back. And at the top here, you'll see this patient resources. This is just, basically the same things that are on the home screen. But if you can't, for some reason, you can always go up there and you'll have access to those other tabs as well. Down here at the bottom, for those who are watching this and you're not a medical cannabis patient, if you've made it through the whole video this far, thank you for staying. Because I know that a lot of people watch this are only patients. But if you're not a patient in our program and you are an Ohio resident, and you would like to become a medical cannabis patient, you've been watching all my videos and now you've made your mind up and you want to take the next step, well, I've added a place for you here too. And all you need to do is click send email now. And what that will do, let me show you, is it'll give you this lady on here, get in touch. I don't know what that is on her hand. This is a stock photo. That's not nobody I know. But put in your name, your subject, type in whatever you want me to know here. I will personally get back to you with information and help you get a medical cannabis doctor that will help you. And that's a promise. So, and I don't get nothing for this. I don't get this don't monetize for me. Me helping patients in this website doesn't make money. This is just to help y'all. So, that's why there's no shopping cart anywhere around here. And I ain't taking money from doctors either, by the way. So I'm gonna go back to the home page. The last thing I want to go over is if you already have your medical cannabis card and you want a different doctor, click here for help. And again, it will also take you to another contact form, but this time, make sure you tell me, that you're looking to change doctors, and I'll make sure I'll guide you to some good recommendations that I have personally tried myself. All right, and last, the Ohio Cannabis Live blog here. You can click on this, and this is going to take you right up to the blog, give you a much better reading experience, so that you can read the blog post better. Now, if you're on the app, we're going to do a whole nother video about the app. And so I'm going to go over the Wix app maybe next week or the week after that. I'm going to go over the Wix app. If you're already familiar with it, you don't need to watch it. But for people who are thinking about, well, I don't have time to go to a website, the Wix app is the next answer to that, because everything we're doing here on our website, you can also do on the Wix app. And you just get a code, and you'll be able to be on there. And if you've joined my website, you'll receive an invite to join the Wix app, and you'll just follow the instructions. And you can use that on iPhone or Android, for those iPhone lovers out there. Yes, Wix does work on iPhones. Yes, my website is iPhone friendly, and I made sure of that. So, I think this is a little bit easier to read the blog post on here. And obviously we have a lovely picture in the background. And I did take that picture in the background. That is a real picture from a real Ohio cultivator. And I'd love to hear you guys guess and tell me which cultivator you think it is. But you tell me that. That'll be an interesting conversation. And maybe I'll tell y'all which cultivator it is. So last thing is, hopefully we have one LLC owner who is going to submit to the Board of Pharmacy for a live interview on the show. So hopefully that will happen. And we we want to hear from other cultivators on the show. I mean, obviously we're not going to hear from you at the hearing or at the pharmacy event. So the only way we can really hear from you is if you come here on the show. I mean, everybody can make it to vendor day. I know you guys are doing vendors days, but have you considered doing virtual vendor days with me maybe? Would the board allow that? I don't see why they wouldn't. We're not there. We're virtual. It's free. It costs no money except for my $16, which is nothing to see people come together. That's the best $16 I ever spend every month. You hear me? I love our Zoom meetings, and we're going to keep having them until we see change. And even after that, we still might keep having them. It might just be a regular thing now. And then whenever we get past the COVID-19 get-togethers, here we come. Don't think it's not in the cards, because it is. All right. Last thing I'm gonna ask y'all before we go, is what's for dinner? What's everybody having for dinner tonight? That's that. It's the first time I've been through a whole video, and my PAX vaporizer right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some tally mine with y'all before I go. Since they already blocked me on this video, I might as well just go for it then, right? Yeah, YouTube, they said they watch all the videos. So here it is, YouTube. Since you watch all my videos and decide they're not suitable for content for advertisers or whatever, I just want to let you know I'm doing public service here. And I don't work for any companies. I don't sell cannabis related products, and I don't encourage people to buy cannabis related products. I don't condone illegal activity on my channel. And I would appreciate it if you would stop limiting all my all my videos. I am going to press request review on every video that you try to limit if I believe that I didn't do anything wrong. Church is chicken. Yeah, see, they're going to censor us for that, Hibby's balls, because it's just crazy. It's crazy. You should be able to medicate the way you want. I mean, to me, medicating should be a part of your First Amendment rights. I mean, it really should. What else, man? Hippie's the only one eating. I know you guys are hungry on there, man. Come on. Wait, what's your question, hippies? Why did it? Oh, and again, I'm gonna remind y'all one more time. Ooh, Double Days Grill and Tavern. That sounds fancy. What they serving there tonight, Michael? Steak, chicken? Tacos. Yeah, see, my girlfriend's telling me spaghetti or tacos tonight, and I'm like, What do you guys think? Should I have spaghetti or should I have tacos? What do you think? Choose tacos or spaghetti. Si's already voted. He's already said tacos. And thanks, Ike, for your support, man. I appreciate it. You want, man, look, see, man, he's hooked, man. He wants to do a Zoom later. Is anybody else interested in doing a Zoom later on? Let me hear some comments, man. Sorry, we got to get the support up for these Zooms, man. He said, let's do a small Zoom. No, let's do a big Zoom. Do a small one for him, man. The bigger, the better. See, now you're starting to sound like my girlfriend, Shelly. You said both for an option. But I gotta have one or the other. I like tacos. Let me help y'all out. I don't put meat in my spaghetti or my tacos anymore. So now, what do you think? Tacos with no meat or spaghetti with no meat? Yeah, he said, okay, huge with it. Man. And I'm going to drop me down a nice little talisman in here so they can't see me. Yeah. You know, they just, you know, they understand, you know, we got to medicate to deal with our stress. You know, I forgot to go over the COVID-19 numbers. Let's look at that while we medicate out. Haven't made my mind up. Okay. Looks like numbers are still kind of low, so I guess that's good. There's always red print there, so you never know what that means if they have another problem they don't want to tell us about. So I just give up when I'm trying to read it. It's just like, huh? What? Okay, tacos. Tacos on a Friday. Taco Friday. What time is we hooking up later on the Zoom, guys? What time is the party starting? At least I know on Zoom they ain't gonna limit my connectivities there. Suckers, man. Oh, you said, oh, Nuke said he's coming. Well, make sure you how could we do this quickly? Well, look, if we're doing this, man, let me create the meeting right now. Let me do that. Hold on. Before I leave here. 7? Man, that's like it less than, how about 8, man? Like, can we do 8? I mean, keep in mind we got a meeting tomorrow too, bro. Still tacos? Yeah, okay. So it's still tacos. I'm just gonna call it Friday Hangout. Okay. Setting the meeting for 8 o'clock. Online. All right. Create the event. Set up the Zoom. All right. Okay. So I created the event. Yeah, right. You funny, Miss Data. I gotta take a break in between takes, okay? So here's what I'm doing. I am dropping the I didn't know it was gonna be that big. What is that? I don't know what that is. That might not be what I want it to be. That looks like a bunch of gooply gop. Okay. Now, hold on. Let me see. All right, so it's on the website. So it's on there. Let me see if I can cancel event, view guest, duplicate. No. Send invite info. No. All right, so I'm gonna post the link on here. 7:30, baby. Man. Let me see. I'm getting to where I can send it to y'all. Let me see. It doesn't have a thumbnail yet, guys, so it's gonna be the link's gonna be ugly. I'm just telling you right now, it's gonna be ugly.
So this is Super Beats. What it's actually
Oh, there's the freaking commercial. How about that? It's funny how they're still saying we're not gonna put any ads on there, but then we're still gonna interfere with your video anyway. You know. All right, so I put the. Now, if you're not watching this video, you're not going to see this link. I'm not posting it everywhere. Okay, so you should see it popping up there. There it is. So, or you could do like I said. Look at that. Isn't that something? Now, if you have an look, let me try this. If you have an RSVP for the other meeting for Saturday, let me put the link in there and see if it brings up the you know, the other one. Let me see. Hold on. Let me try this. Let me try this, guys. Let's see. Events. Here's the other one. Invite guests. Copy link. Let's see. Go back. YouTube. Live chat. All right. I just sent it through. Facebook. I'm going to send it through here. So make sure you RSVP to the other meeting if you haven't, because I noticed the RSVP count is low. Oh, no picture this time. See how they played me? They put that little dumb graphic on there, but it didn't show up. Let me see what happens on Facebook. Ah, look at that. There it is. It works. I'll have to work on that. So when you post something on you can post pictures, guys, on Facebook, in the chat, I think, or I don't know how that worked, but let me see. Can I post a Giphy? No. Avatars, emojis, I don't know, man. Let's see. See what kind of delay it is on that. I'm just waiting on it to pop up there. It's weird. It won't let me add anything on there. Except for... Ah, look at that. Whoa! So you can do Giphies. Man, these are terrible. You're not gonna see me try that. But for some reason, all the other one, only one it lets me do is that whoa one. So I don't know. I can't use any of my smiley faces or anything else. But my stickers. Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, we now know. We can use stickers in there. Now you're thinking spaghetti. Ah, come on now, really? Ah. So we're still split here. Let's take another vote. Tacos or spaghetti? And don't forget to send your comments in the rule comments at pharmacy.ohio.gov. Send it now. Tell them you don't know what just happened, but you would like to know more. You would like to meet them at a virtual town hall meeting so you can ask them more questions. Oh yeah, it's the new thing. You put rice, fried beans, cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, salsa, and sour cream in it, and that taco was full of veggies. and no meat, and it tastes amazing. We got these El Paso cheddar cheese tacos. I should have added the ingredient. I should have told y'all what was in my taco. Whereas my spaghetti is just some noodles and sauce. So what sounds more exciting now? The taco with no meat, with lettuce, tomatoes, sour cream, rice, and refried vegan beans. Hey, how you doing? You said, did anything change? No, nothing changed. We don't know what happened, man. It was a complete waste of time. So there's another hearing, not another hearing, another meeting, and I'll just put that on the screen again. If you're late joining us, the next meeting is scheduled for March 25th for the Board of Pharmacy. Again, you won't be able to talk. You only be able to listen. So you might as well just tune into my website or my channel and watch it there. And if you want to watch what happened earlier, you can go back and watch whatever shenanigans went on earlier in the previous stream that I had from this morning. It's not that long. It's only like a 35-minute video. And I mean, I ain't going to be mad if you don't watch it all the way to the end. But, you know, if you want to come talk about what happened at the meeting or what's going to happen in the future, you definitely need to be coming to the meeting on Saturday. I mean, I think that meeting is probably more important than their little hearing that they had today that was only 5 seconds. So, yeah, I mean, when you add all the ingredients together, Shelly, it does sound good. It really does. Makes me hungry just thinking about it. So, but sometimes, you know, I just have to think about tacos, you know, they just get too crunchy and you just hurt your mouth. So, I mean, but these are really good, though. I mean, the cheddar cheese, not nacho, but cheddar cheese. And El Paso, and these are the wide tacos, too, not them little skinny ones that always break as soon as you put them in your hand. This one have like about a ½ inch a space in the middle to put stuff in. So it's like one taco, you could probably eat 2 tacos and be full because there's so much stuff piled in that one taco. Because like I said, we layered up with the rice and the tomatoes and the salsa and the sour cream and the cheese and the lettuce, you know, loaded down. And the vegetarian beans or whatever, you know, the refried bean, you know. So, you know, I could sell these tacos. You hear me? These tacos are the bomb. You said you both tacos, correct? Yes, I know. Oh yeah, you just did yours. Nice, nice, man. Well, like I said, I guess we're zooming later on tonight. Go on the website, and there's a RSVP for it. It's already there. There is no picture there. But this is what it looks like. Oh, well, those are probably more authentic and more original than these little store-bought Kroger tacos. But yeah, here's the RSVP for the event today. So, like I said, you know, make sure you come here and do your RSVPs, get them done, so you get the Zoom links for the meetings. And, you know, I appreciate you guys being here, and I'll try to get this other video out here tonight, if not first thing in the morning. And then I'll see the rest of you guys tonight. And if I don't see you tonight, then I'll see you tomorrow at 7:30. No. That's not even on the table right now. There's not. I know people keep wishing and hoping, but I'm gonna just say it like everybody else who has tried. You can't expect them to have any type of homegrown initiative with the type of government that we have in office right now. So anyone that's interested in seeing homegrown happen needs to be talking to their local lawmakers and their governors and their senators and their state representatives and their mayors and their sheriffs and other leaders, because those are the only people that are going to help us get to any type of homegrown program. So the current government is not interested in doing that, and they've made that very clear. So there's never going to be any update with those folks for homegrown. It's not happening. And that's just the way it is right now. So if you're tired of hearing that, I'll see you at the meeting tomorrow. You can talk to Robert about it and tell him how you feel about Homegirl. I'm sure he'll be there to listen. So with that, I'll see you guys later. Tacos it is. Peace.
So people on the
Wait.
thing.